All right. We are back with another blind sample from the Mass Hole on Bourbon and Blush. And obviously tonight we have a guest with us, JT from the St. Louis Whiskey Society. Welcome.
Cheers.
JT.
Welcome.
Cheers. I'll do a little pregame with you.
I did not think that far in advance. So you drank it all. So
Way to be a jerk.
All right. So tonight we'll be doing samples I and J from the Mass Hole blind. And hopefully with JT we'll do better than we have in the past. So I'm gonna pour ours up here. What we got?
it looks a little light. I don't know.
It is light. It's not
a little
super,
bit.
Yeah. It's got a very sweet nose.
Kind of citrusy.
I really like this.
Mm-hmm. The nose is great. It's nice and light.
Definitely get the citrus and honey. It reminds me of like a Greek dessert.
Yeah.
Little baklava. Oh, that's different.
Yeah, the palate or the that didn't match the nose.
But it's also like it's light.
This tastes
very
extremely familiar.
Very light. It's not a heavy oily in the mouth. It's light, and crisp.
I like it.
Apple.
It's got that citrus comes through on the finish too.
Yeah, it does. I thought so.
And it's a longer finish than I expected for the mouthfeel of what it is. It's not a real thick. I mean, it's got some legs, but it's not a real heavy bourbon.
That's good. It has a little bit of a bite in the back, not real heavy. And I do like how citrusy it is.
Yeah, after that pepperness goes away in the back, it comes right back to that fruit, that crisp.
Like an apple, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's yummy.
Is that one of your notes?
That's a note, yeah. Yummy is a note.
Okay.
Writing everything down now?
Yeah, I have citrus on the nose.
I like that it's light, but it still has a little bit of a hug. Like you can feel it. I think it's that like spice in the back.
What proof do you think?
The proof is Ditto or Jinx.
I would say it's around 100.
Yeah, I was
102.
gonna say 100 to 105. That's my guess. I'm actually wondering with the sweetness, and I wonder if it's that Maker's 101.
That is a great guess.
I don't know if I've ever had Makers.
Yes, we've had Makers. 46.
I was definitely thinking Wheater. I was thinking Buffalo Trace kosher wheat.
Okay. I have one of those. I haven't opened it.
Just 94 proof.
Okay.
And I have gotten fruity notes, citrusy fruity notes on Buffalo Trace products before. You got that pick that one time, and it's fruit.
Mm-hmm.
That nose reminded me so much of a Weller OWA that I have open, or that I recently finished. I don't have it open anymore.
So what is regular special reserve?
That's 90 proof.
90 proof. So I think this is a little bit, but I don't think it's, what's the next one? 107.
Yeah, you get the gap. That's why it's kind of like going for like maybe this kosher is like a red herring or something, 94 proof in between. Surely you didn't put a CYPB or something in there. That's 96. Single barrel is 97.
I don't know if he had a CYPB.
I don't know. I'm gonna say that it's something wheated because it's sweet.
But I get this same thing off of Maker's Mark cast strength. The same, like, I call it custard. I don't think it's actually custard, but like a Bavarian cream filling.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
just like that honey citrus, which is not what you get out of that, but I kind of equate those in my mind. But
What's the color like on that kosher? Is it, because this isn't real dark.
man, I mean, the bottles make it look.
Right,
Yeah.
they always
And
look darker.
Yeah.
It doesn't look.
Yeah,
It
it's
looks fairly
close.
light.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I mean, that's never going to do it. Oh, the neck, though. The neck is close.
It looks
Yeah.
very close. I like
I mean,
it.
I think I think those are two. I think I do get more of a Buffalo Trace.
Do you?
Yeah.
I'm
than I
not good
do
at
the
guessing that
Maples.
part, but
The 101 is really earthy to me.
Yeah.
It
Okay.
messes
Okay.
in between. Man, now I'm like trying to think of what I'm going to score this guy.
we struggled on the scoring.
I struggle on the
a little bit.
scoring because I don't know that I would list them the same way as he does. So
I'm going to go back to my first 5 or 6, and I'm going to add 5 points to all of them because I think I was too harsh at the beginning.
Yeah.
Okay.
What did you? Speaking of the beginning, I'm curious to hear. Since you have your tasting notes out, what did you think of A?
Hey,
That was that one with the oil in it.
Mhm.
I thought it was mellow corn at first. The
Okay.
Okay.
corn, yeah, extremely. When I smelled it, I could just smell the corn.
Yep.
But it was missing the butterscotch and the proof. I thought it was lower proof
Yeah.
than mellow corn.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
I don't know. It was just super corn forward for me, kind of unbalanced. I threw like a Hail Mary guess in there, but I'm sure it's wrong.
I think he might have blended something.
Yeah. That's
Oh, okay.
possibly
That
a
would.
blend.
I put spiky, unbalanced back palate.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was, or it's a really young finish rye to me.
Yeah.
Something finished 80 to 90 proof. You know, in a.
My
I
guess
don't
was
know what we would have got
Bird
those.
dog bourbon, which
What's
I
that?
had.
Bird dog.
Bird dog.
Bird
Yeah,
dog.
it was like a dad's hat or something. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was that was my strangest one. So I think this is I'm gonna put 95 like 101. That's what I think.
I'm gonna give it an 83, I think. It's not like a must have, I guess, but I enjoyed it. I mean, I would buy a bottle of that.
Yeah. According to his rankings, I'm gonna give it an 89.
Depending on the
I mean,
price.
I'd have a bottle on hand for sure.
Yep. I would go out and buy another a bottle of this. I'm guessing I had this already, but
I'm gonna
would buy another one if it was.
I'm gonna leave just a taster.
Mhm. I didn't pour my whole sample. I only did half.
Okay.
I've been doing half for all these because when they get revealed and I'm wildly wrong, I need to go back and
Right. I was trying to do that.
review.
Right.
Yeah, we drank a few.
It is what it is.
Depends what mood I'm in that night.
Yeah. Jay's got a little more color to it.
Yeah, it does definitely.
Honestly, even though I just said that one wasn't very
Oh.
thick, this one does not seem to cling
Oh my goodness!
or be real heavy either. Even maybe lighter than that one.
This smells like a buttercream cupcake.
Wow.
You were
That-
not wrong.
That-
Smells amazing. Oh my god! I hope it tastes like that on the palate.
The nose is phenomenal.
And if so, I'm buying an entire case of whatever that is.
Not great content to be writing, but I have to. This is by far my favorite nose of the series.
Oh, incredible! Oh, I'm so excited about this. I want to like make sure my palate is completely clean before I take a sip of that.
Not a bad idea.
It smells like Johnny corn cakes, like corn pancakes.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit of maple.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can get a little maple.
Mm-hmm.
Actually,
Oh my god!
I can get a lot of bit of maple.
That is. Oh, please tell me the finish on that is as great as the nose. That's
Wow.
that's an interesting sound.
No, that's a great.
It's very desserty, like a spice cake.
It's
Oh my god, I love that.
yeah, it's not as heavy on the palate as I thought it was going to be. That's not a negative. It's got a great palate, in my opinion.
I do taste those spices.
It's got a lot
It's-
of even. It's a tough one to even. I feel like every time you go in there, you can get something else.
It's
You
like
can write things down for a long time and just keep going
The
back.
finish is continuing
Like a-
too for a long time.
Nutmeg
Yeah.
on the finish.
Look at you, nutmegs.
Seriously though, this one is like my fave so far. I'm excited about this one. I can't wait to
It
find
smells familiar, but I don't. The taste is not familiar, so I'm not sure.
The nose has been my favorite nose. The palate is amazing. The finish is long, but none of them overtake each other. It's very well balanced. I mean,
Yeah, this
It
is.
just-
I love this. Oh, amazing.
Conrad, you did much better than G, according to Laura.
So much better.
Very, very good.
I will say that I'm wondering if this is a rye.
I feel like I smell corn though. Well,
Do
which I
you?
guess I could in a barely legal rye if it's a 51.
Like a high rye or
Mhm.
something. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you do get almost that corn, like not cornbread, but almost like that sweet corn mash bread stuff that they used to give you at Chi-Chi's.
I don't know what that is. That's a Mexican restaurant, isn't it?
Don't know what that is, but it sounds fantastic.
Yeah, it's like a cornbread and like cream corn like thing, so they can serve it with an ice cream scooper.
Okay.
A full bowl of that right now. That sounds great.
It is very good. You can still buy it like in the store and you mix it. It's
Well-
basically powder, and you mix it with a can of cream corn, and you throw it in the oven for a while, and it makes like a.
Would you throw in some diced jalapenos, or does that not work up there?
I mean, you could.
Yeah.
It doesn't say that on the bag,
Yeah.
but you do you, JD.
So cornbread in your area, is it sweet or is it savory?
It's dry.
Oh, ours
Dry.
is buttery and sweet as.
Yeah, no,
cake,
I love
birthday
good
cake.
cornbread, but
Yeah.
this is not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Our biscuits and cornbreads and everything
Not
in
the
PA are
Yeah.
not. No.
Growing
Maybe
up,
good hoagie.
you would do like the Jiffy mix, but then you would add a couple cups of sugar,
Okay.
and it's like a birthday cake level of sweetness of cornbread.
yeah, that's
And that's what I'm smelling. And this is like,
If we want
Corn-
biscuits or
cornbread
cornbread,
dessert.
we go down. If you want a good cheesesteak, come up. That's
Yeah.
And if you want to meet in the middle, we'll have a pick. I'm talking to you, Dustin P. So if you want to meet me in the middle there, cheesesteaks, cornbread,
I miss cake.
yeah, we're gonna get him on here.
I am not mad about this sample. I am rating it very high.
I agree.
on
on
the
the
shelves. I have no idea what this even
I have no idea what this is.
I do not have.
Here's
this.
what I hope. I hope this is one of the ones that's like accessible and inexpensive, so I can buy a lot of it because
I don't know if it's going to be inexpensive. It's pretty complex.
it's really good.
I definitely think that it has some age to it. Just because it was just the nose and the palate and everything.
What do you think the proof is, GT?
90, 95.
I also have it low. I don't think it's.
You don't think it's high? I put 105, maybe 107.
It
so
could be a good easy drinking.
Could sneak in, yeah, if they're done well, yeah.
There are some that don't drink their brew.
Yeah, there are.
It's like no burn at all, just super smooth.
No hug. No
It is
nothing.
crushable. Like, I
Yes.
could probably pour a big old glass of this and
Yes.
ruin my afternoon.
That's really good. Really, really good.
I don't know if I want to save that or if I want to drink it.
Well, one of us has to save it. So
Okay,
there's-
fine. I save it.
No, I said one of us has to. Do you want to drink yours? I have more in mine. Drink yours.
Okay. Just
Okay.
my arms. That's fine.
You save some eye. I'm gonna drink my eye.
I liked the I too, but if I had to pick out of the two, J for me all day.
I don't know.
This is the I.
Yeah, and you go
I
back.
rated I a little higher.
If you go back to eye, it's even better than it was. These are two great pours. I think, and I doesn't have. You might be right on the proof because I doesn't have any proof on it now. Coming after that, they've got to be very close.
Yeah.
I is still a great pour. It's just different.
I'm not real familiar with the Weller 107. I would think it would drink a tad hotter than that, but I mean, it's possible that it doesn't. We've had the full proof and we've had the antique or whatever,
The 12-year.
or the 12-year, but I've never had the 107.
Where's my label code? All right, last year's.
Oh, he's breaking one.
Are you fresh cracking?
He's
Yeah.
cross-referencing the kosher.
Oh my God, a fresh crack live. Look at that baby opening up.
Listen,
Hey, it didn't rip. The Buffalo Trace foil always rips.
yeah, it does. Mate, that might be
That's exciting.
that might be
This is so much cherry, though. It was immediate, like, pop it out. There was cherry
You can
in my
smell it.
face.
Yeah, I get a lot of cherry on Buffalo Trace products. I get that on the Eagle Rare. We just
Yeah.
had some of that last night.
Mhm.
That was a pick.
That's a
but,
pick. Yeah, I get a lot of cherry on that one.
This is softer and more subtle than I was.
Okay. Well, it's not an eye. Well, then I'm going back to that Makers because I do think it's
Yeah.
weeded.
Yeah. Yeah, I had weeded down for I. It was sweet.
Yeah, that Makers 101 maybe.
Some good like summertime bourbon.
Unfortunately, I do not have a guess.
I don't have a guess for either.
I have it, yeah, for Jay. I don't.
I don't know what J is.
As this one sits and opens, the nose is getting closer.
Okay.
Like honey and citrus is taking over. Jay, you are an enigma
Hmm.
wrapped in a blanket and smothered in secret sauce.
Yeah, I don't know. It's got some good color. I do like. I love the nose on that. The
Mm.
palate is great. Although bouncing back to I think they complemented each other. I was great to begin with. I thought this was better when I went back to I. I'm torn. They're both really, really good.
Do you want to take another sip of J?
Yeah.
It's just got, for me, it has so much on the nose and the finish.
Yeah.
That's why I rated it a 97.
I actually gave it a 97 as well.
No, that's funny.
Well,
And
you
the same
cheated.
as
You
me.
cheated.
I didn't look at your paper. I can't even read your chicken scratch. I don't even know what's going on over there.
That's accurate. I write in shorthand. I like the finish a lot.
Yeah, that was, a buy all day for me for sure.
Mhm.
Love it. Probably I think I rated that the highest out of anything so far that I've tasted.
Did you really?
I did.
Higher than the one you thought was the orange?
I gave orange a 92.
Interesting.
I rated it higher than that, yes. This has been my favorite sample so far.
So JP, out of your list there, what has the highest so far?
G.
Gee, was good.
That's funny because
I know. When I said it.
G was good. G was good. I like G. I mean, it's not my highest. I
right,
like
but you
G.
said you liked it, yeah. It just
F
wasn't-
is
I
F
like-
is close. And then I and J are like neck and neck for me.
Yeah, I actually gave F a 92. I really liked F.
I think I have F. I think I have
All my
F.
earlier ones I did 70s on, so I'm like, I gotta revisit those because
Right.
there's no way you put 4 below average.
Yeah,
Just
I did
fixed.
up until D. D, I have a 90 on.
Yeah, D.
I think that was a Russell's.
I liked D as well.
Or I put which is odd because it's two different distilleries, but it's either a Russell's or a New Riff.
So
But-
that one was a toffee bomb for me, and I thought the
Mhm.
proof was pretty high, which fits in with Russell's or that. I put Ezra Brooks Distillers Collection.
Okay. That,
So it tasted like one of those that I've had, but I could easily see New Riff for
I have
sure.
one of those that I
Yeah.
absolutely despise as well.
Yeah, well,
Yeah. No, it's funny that
It's flat.
the Ezra
Nothing.
Brooks we have. No, we opened it. We didn't like it.
Right.
We opened it. We liked it,
The second time we drank it, we liked it.
and then we drank it a third time and didn't like it again.
It's
weird.
It
It's
was
just not.
it
Yeah.
like fell flat.
The first and third were just it's just nothing.
Yeah.
The nose is super light, the palate's super light, there's no finish. It's just
Yeah.
just like kind of drinking a watered down bourbon or
Mhm.
something. It's not anything
Would you-
to it.
What'd you think of B?
I actually rated that pretty high.
Gave it an 89, and I do think that she is right. And I think that's Jim Beam bonded.
I thought it was JW Dant or JTS Brown, which is a bonded.
Okay.
But I got honey roasted peanuts.
Yes.
Was my
Yep.
tasting note.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got well, actually, it's funny because I wrote sweet nut. So
I put buttercream, peanut, vanilla.
yeah,
Under 100 proof or 100 proof or under. Jim Beam. Product.
yeah, I think it's Jim Beam bond.
Nice.
We'll see. That's funny though, because we're all that's those are close.
Mhm.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, I actually rated that pretty high. I gave it an 87.
I'm excited to see. I mean, I don't know where everybody's at on this. We have 5 more to go, so it looks like one of these rounds will have 3.
So what do you think about his like tasting 1, 2, 3, 4? Is that a clue? Because
Oh, I don't think so. I think he probably mixed them in there pretty good.
okay. Because I thought tasting 1 was probably like, bottom.
No, I
12
see what you're
level.
saying. Yeah, M through O. So you think M through O, he's gonna finish hard?
Maybe, and maybe not. Maybe kind of what we're tasting right now might be bigger than we thought it was, or
Right.
K and L. But yeah,
That's
like
my biggest fear. Yeah, is that I ranked the lowest one on here, and it's
It's like a stellar bottle.
yeah, not 2017 Stag or something.
Like that.
definitely a fear.
I will say though, I have tried very expensive bourbons that I didn't like. Whiskey Weekend Batch 3. It was the Handy, Thomas Handy.
Yeah, not a big Handy fan.
And I didn't like it.
I'm not a big Saz fan either. Like Baby Saz,
yeah, no,
Yeah.
definitely.
I don't like it at all. It's unfortunate, but I wish I did. I keep going back to it, thinking like maybe I'm missing something, but I can't. So, all right. Well, thank you all for watching, and all. I mean, like us 3 that are gonna watch this. But we'll do this again. We have K through O left, and we may have some guests for some of those as well. So again, it will be released. The answers will be released live on barnnight.com. As soon as we have a date for that, we'll let everyone know. So thanks for tuning in, guys. Bye. Thank you, JT.
Oh, thank you.